It's on you. What you say next can change the world.
Juanita, the counters and the cupboard at the same time. If I bang my head and get a concussion, this is your fault.
Oh, Tom, I'm really hearing that you're just really frustrated right now.
Yeah, I'm infuriated. How many times have we talked about this?
Yeah, and I'm sure you just really want this to change. You want peace and you want order.
Yeah, and I want my head to be safe.
Yeah, and I want that too. I really want peace. I really want order.
Then if you want those things, why don't you clean up the counters? If you want me to be safe, why don't you close the cupboards?
I really don't know how to do this differently, and I'm trying.
Wait. I want to pause and give you some support. This question, to me, is not a request for information. I mean, the words may sound like he wants information, but really, what is he saying in this moment? What are you hearing underneath those words?
You want to trust.
Check.
Are you really wanting to trust that I care for you?
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about it over and over again and nothing changes, that's the only conclusion I can come to, is that how it affects me doesn't matter.
So, the mattering, do I matter, is one of the most important questions that exists in the world in a relationship between any two people. Anytime we make a request of somebody else, there's two things going on at the same time. One is the request, and the other is the underlying question, do I matter enough for you to say yes? And the tragedy is that more of the time than not, what we do, instead of addressing the mattering, we bicker about the content. Am I going to do it or not? Instead of reaching for the connection. So that's what he's after. Do I matter? Do I matter? And how can I tell that I matter if you're going to keep doing this? So is there a different way to reach for that connection so that he will know that he matters?
Right.
Yeah, sweetie, it's the only conclusion I can come to is that it must not matter to you. Otherwise, things would be different.
Wow. I really care for you, and you do matter. And
so I want to pause, because that's what we try to do usually. I want to know if there is even an iota of more trust in you when she says, you do matter.
I'm waiting for the but. That's what I'm noticing. But but I'm not able to, but an excuse, a defense, a reason.
Conversely, when she was reflecting what was important to you, in those moments, did you get a sense that you mattered?
Yeah, I did.
So it's going to be a tug, because inside you want to explain yourself.
yeah,
You want to make sure that he gets it.
yeah.
And that actually stands in opposition to him actually getting it. The more you tell somebody, I care about you, yes, I do care about you, the less they trust it. Care comes in showing.
Right.
And especially if you don't trust yourself to be able to do what he wants, it's only the power of the relationship that is going to give him the sense of being cared about.
So I'm really seeing that, you're hearing from me that I care, but that things aren't changing.
Yeah. And I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah. And you really want to trust him.
When he says, I don't know what to do about it, that's a new message. And that takes it into him and his helplessness. He's no longer about how bad you are. That's the reward that you get from one line of really connecting to his anguish.
And I felt that. I felt more vulnerable. I felt my own, just a little bit of just this deep sadness and just like wanting so much for something to be different and not knowing how to move.
And I'm trying to stop this urge inside of me to say, that's where I feel, because I want the focus right now to be on him. So I'm trying to learn from what you said and just really be with you, listening and reflecting, rather than jumping into, this is like to what should we do different or what should I do now, and just be here really listening and making sure you can hear that I'm taking you in.
Thank you. I appreciate this. And then there is something else that you can do, which is if that urge is in you and keeps being in you, then I want to own it and express it rather than act it out.
Okay.
And that can look something like, give me that line again, the original one.
I don't know what to do that one?
No, the very original one about
sure.
the cupboard.
Juanita, the counters and the cupboards open at the same time. Again, you want me to get a concussion?
So, Tom, I really want to listen to you and be with you, and I'm so frightened hearing this tone of voice that I don't know how to do that. Can you give me a moment to just work through my reaction so that I can hear you?
Yeah, sure.
So he may not like it, it may be strange to him, but he'll give it to me. And then if I take a minute, I can tell him what I discover inside. I know what's tugging at me and makes it hard for me to listen to you is that I know how much I care about you, and I know that through my actions it doesn't come across to you, and I really want you to know that I care, and that keeps pulling me to want to explain things and makes it hard to listen to you. So I just wanted that known, and now I really do want to listen to you. Can you tell me more of what your experience is like?
Just what you said, that you don't care about me, because if you did, you would close the cupboards, you would clean up the counters we've talked about.
So he's giving me the message, but your tone was lower. Yeah. There was already a little bit of connection, and also I know that he knows what I'm trying to say, and there's more room in me to stay in the dialogue. Anything else? Anything else that you want to try, or anything else that you want to hear from her?
I still feel like I'm in a place where I don't understand what's going on for her, and I don't feel complete until I have a little more information about what her internal experience is. That we've talked about it. She said she wants to do this, but somehow it's not happening.
Do you feel like you have space to hear what's going on inside of me?
I do. I think it might be interesting for you to even just ask me that in that moment. It's that place where I expressed my helplessness.
I was, in
said,
a way.
Hey.
So...
Yeah, I don't know what to do about this.
Yeah. And I'm hearing from you your helplessness, and what's going on inside of me is that I feel helpless about this. I feel like I try. I mentally think, okay, cupboards close, and then I get distracted because the kids yell, and then it's just like I'm not thinking, and then when I do remember and I close them, it's just never enough. And I'm feeling I wish I were different, because I really care about us, and I really want the cupboards to be closed. Oh, I really want the cupboards to be closed.
Well, sounds like we're both in the same place.
And that's sometimes that's the best that you can do, is to be in a place of knowing that you both want something and you don't know how to get to it, but the wanting is shared. Do you have a sense in this moment that she cares about you?
Yeah, especially right at the end there, where she really said, I could really feel it from her heart that she wants the cupboards